I was working as a security guard at a hotel in a big city. It was my first night shift alone. All of the other security guards had quit, and the only other staff member present was the night auditor. She would be going home in about an hour, and I would be completely alone. My job was to sit at the front desk, monitor the cameras, and make sure everything was okay. The hotel was almost empty. There were only 2 guests left, one on the 10th floor and one on the 22nd floor. At around 3 a.m., the fire alarm went off. I calmly got up and started making my way to the 10th floor to check it out. As I got closer, I could hear what sounded like screams in the hallway. I stopped to listen, and the sound of screams turned into the sound of heavy footsteps. I made it to the 10th floor and saw a woman standing by the fire alarm pull station. I asked her if she had set the alarm off, and she said, "No, I didn't." I told her that the fire department was on their way, and she seemed relieved. As we made our way down the stairs, I asked the woman if she wanted me to call her a cab because it wasn't safe for her to be out alone at this hour. She said, "No, thank you," and walked off. I got back to the front desk just in time to see the fire trucks pull up. I let them in, and they told me that there was no fire, and that the alarm had been triggered by a malfunction. I go back to sitting at the front desk trying to calm my nerves. 5 minutes later, the elevator alarm goes off. I get in the elevator, and as it goes up, I see a pair of feet in front of me. I step out onto the 22nd floor and see a man standing there. I ask him if he needs help, and he says, "Yeah, I think I need some water. Can you bring me some water?" I tell him that I'll get it and head back to the front desk. As I get the water, I look up and see a clock on the wall. It says 3:04 a.m. I look back at the security monitor and see that the woman from before is back on the 10th floor. I watch as she walks into the hallway and disappears from view. I try to shake off the creepiness and bring the water to the man on the 22nd floor. As I walk toward the elevator, I see a pair of feet in front of me. I stop and the feet run away. I call out, "Hey, are you there?" And the man responds, "Who's there?" I tell him that I'm bringing him his water, and he says, "Okay." I get on the elevator and ride up to the 22nd floor. As I step out, I see the man standing there with 2 suitcases. He tells me that he needs some help getting these suitcases down to the front desk, and I agree. As we're walking down the hallway, I start to feel like I've seen this man before, but I can't quite place it. We get to the elevator and he steps in. He presses the button for the first floor and turns to me. That's when I see his face. He has no eyes. I scream and he smiles. I wake up in my car in the parking lot. I don't know if I was ever really there. Maybe it was all just a dream. But the next morning when I got to work, the night auditor told me that I never clocked out.